Morning, Jason here with Rooftop 7 brand at Ag Tag Farms. We've had some questions about people getting into regenerative ag and rotational grazing and they don't have time to put up fence paddocks. It takes too much time. Well, you're spending less time on your equipment, but that's for another topic. We're going to show you this morning what we did, and I clocked it. We don't have enough hands this morning and video equipment. I just had my cell phone. My daughter was driving the gator. My wife was reeling the wire out behind me and I was stepping the post in. This is a 1/4 mile reel. We are probably maybe 150 short of it. So we put up about 1,200 foot of poly wire this morning. We tied into our hot right here. We're gonna drive along this route. It took us 11 minutes. 11 minutes from start to finish, stepping in the post, building a corner. We'll show you how we do that out in the middle of nowhere. And we set a paddock up for probably the next week, 5 to 7 days, because of the forage we have. It's August 2nd, and we're gonna show you the forage we have, see if you have grass like this in your place. And we're not understocked. We're actually probably 1.5 times over what the county average is at this time. So come along with us and we'll show you what we do. We basically put this wire, this is our hot right here. We step in post on cattle. Mine are broke to it. I go about 14 of my steps, so I don't know how many feet that is. And then we just put a step in post in, and we go as far as we need to go for whatever we're trying to fence off, and we'll show you the corner up here. So, I mean, look at the grass that we have. This is Bahia grass mostly in this spot, but look how thick it is. I mean, you can't even see the ground. And this is August 2nd, 2025. I'm gonna stop this video and start another one with the other view so we can drive along it in our side-by-side and you can see what we did. Like I say, every 14 or so steps, unless you have a little hill or a rise, we might put one shorter. And we're gonna get up here to where we make a turn. Now you might say, well, how do you do that in the middle of nowhere without setting a corner post? Well, we'll get out and show you real quick here. I just put a pigtail in the ground, and then I put another one at about a 45-degree angle. So we're going to the road that way. We're going to our energized fence that way. So I'm gonna find the center of that, and I'm gonna put a pigtail post at a 45-degree. And then I'm gonna put it up here, and I'm just gonna tie it with a piece of rope or string or whatever. And that will hold, this is probably at least 950 foot, maybe 1,000 foot. And for perspective, they make 2640 rolls, half-mile rolls. I've done 2,000 foot in a stretch and tied off to a pigtail and had plenty of tension. It does not have to be fiddle string tight if your cattle are broke to it. You know, I mean, you don't want it sagging to the ground, but it doesn't have to be as tight as you think. Remember, this paddock's only going to be here for maybe 3 days, maybe, 12 hours if you're doing that kind of intensive rotation, or if it's here a week at the most, depending on what you're trying to do with your goals on your place. So that's how we make our corners. Very simple too. There's multiple ways to do it. This is how we do it. We've had success with it, so maybe it'll work for you. So we'll just drive down this line, and I mean, just look at the grass we've got. This is August 2nd, and we are very blessed to have a lot of rain and have this kind of forage, but it's all because of rest and recovery. So animal impact, rest and recovery, all those processes will get your soil biology alive and working for you like it's supposed to. Bring it back to life, where all of our synthetic fertilizers have killed a lot of that life because we've over-fertilized. We've put too much nitrogen on the ground. I used to not believe that. I thought more is better. So it can be in certain instances if all you're worried about is production. You're not worried about the soil doing what it's supposed to do to provide for you, but we like to reduce inputs and increase profits. So, I mean, look at some of the forage we have here, just how deep. There's a lot of species. There's goat weeds where the hogs have come in and tore up earlier this spring. We're trying to get away from spraying as much as we can. We will still spray if it gets out of control, but because of the thick forage, it smothers a lot of the weeds out because we don't have cattle grazing on it all the time. We just run them in 3, at the longest, 7-day runs on these paddocks. So you can see how we just put this line up. I don't know how well you can tell it. Hard to see just on this iPhone while we're moving. But we basically went up to the fence at the road here. We're going to bring the cattle in either late this evening or most likely tomorrow. They've still got quite a bit of forage where they're at, and what our goals on the place where they're at, we're wanting to take that down because we're going to let it rest the rest of the summer and fall and not come back to it. And that's a different set of goals on that place they're on. So we'll make a video about that sometime in the future when we have time. But just want to do a quick deal here showing you the people that say we don't have time to do this. It took us 11 minutes to set this paddock up, and it'll probably last 5 to 7 days. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, subscribe for more tips that we use on our place that might help you on yours.